TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. He's still on his feet. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. They go play action with Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Now Lawrence. Open man downfield is Davis. A very solid gain of 27.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll run here with Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Slot man moves right. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Looking to throw. Stroud. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man is Duvernay. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Stroud looking to throw. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. On the counter, this is Akers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
That is taken in by the tight end Fan. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Stroud. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Akers is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, we've seen an incomplete pass and an attempted run, not getting them anywhere at all. I'm not sure they're committed on this drive about what they want to do. I just wonder if they just say, listen, let's line up and run this thing and make it 4-down territory.
Akers again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Forced out to his left, and seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
26 Mike.
Duvernay in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Stroud from his own end zone. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. That is caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They go play action now. Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing now is Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Lawrence changing the play. A give running right, Etienne. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll run with Etienne. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Mike 52, Mike 52.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In motion right is Davis. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
In motion left is Davis. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say,
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Inside the 10, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Track him 60. Check back 33. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Stroud. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's brought down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Get that ball. Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
And Stroud now to throw. Buying time to his left. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hey. We got three. Three down. Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. Go. Mike, check.
Again, it's Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Jim. Check three. Hey, switch gears. Russ in.
A give up the middle to Akers. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Chap 60.
33. Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. We got one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and 8. Etienne once more. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. A handoff for Etienne. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now Lawrence. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him.